In this video, I'll be taking a look at the Roku streaming stick. This product will cost you $50, and basically what this is a small stick that allows you to watch services like YouTube, Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Instant Video directly on your big screen TV. On the front of this device, you do have the word Roku. It does have their name embossed on the front of this actual stick. Right next to it is a little LED indicator that tells you when this thing is on and working. So this is just a small little indicator. And the color of this is purple because Roku's theme is purple. Now moving to the front of this device, you do have an HDMI port. And the HDMI port on here does support 720p and 1080p video playback. Moving to the back, you do got a micro USB port, and this micro USB port is to power this streaming stick. Now, there is an included cable and included wall wart in the box, but you don't have to use those two. You can actually plug this into your USB port into your TV if your TV has a USB port, or you can actually plug this into your gaming console if you have a gaming console right next to it. And this is a standard micro USB port, so if your cell phone has a micro USB port, which most of the cell phones out on the market do just take micro USB, you can use your own cable, which you probably already have. Now moving to the side of the device, you do actually have some air vents just to cool this thing off, and they're both on both sides. And then on this side of it, I don't know if you can see on camera, but it does have a small reset button, so you can press the reset button. If this thing is freezing or acting weird on you, you can reset this thing. Now, this is, like I said, $50, and it allows you to watch streaming services on your TV. That's the main function of this. And what else you get in the box besides the Roku streaming stick? You do get a wall wart, like I said. It just has a USB port on the back, and it just plugs into the wall. If you don't have a USB port free or available, you can use this thing. And it also includes a cable in the box. The cable, I would say, is about 5 or 6 feet, so it is fairly long, so you don't have to worry about it being too short. You got one end being just standard USB, I think 2.0, and then the other end is just your micro USB, like a cell phone. So there it is. And then what else is included in the box? You do get a remote control in the box, and this remote control is to actually control the Roku streaming stick. Now, I actually haven't used this remote control yet, because if you didn't know, you can actually control the Roku streaming stick with an app on your tablet or smartphone, and that's what I have been using to control this Roku streaming stick. And this is a fairly nice remote for $50. You got a back button, a home button, your D-pad, your OK, play, pause, rewind, fast forward, option button, and then at the bottom you do got some dedicated buttons for your dedicated services. You do got MGO, Amazon Instant Video, Netflix, and Blockbuster. And then at the bottom of the Roku remote control, you do have a Roku tag on it, just like a t-shirt tag right there. And then on the back of it is your battery door, and this just takes your standard AA batteries. So that's all you really need to get this up and working, but I haven't really needed to use this, because you can use your smartphone or you can use your tablet to actually control the Roku streaming stick, like I said. And that remote is fairly okay, but I definitely wouldn't recommend it over an actual real remote control, because if you're in a dark place or if you're not looking at your tablet or smartphone, it is going to be kind of hard to control. But with a dedicated remote control with physical buttons on it, you'll be able to tell where the buttons are, and it will be much easier for you to control the Roku itself, basically. Now I'm going to go ahead and talk about user interface and stuff like this. Now, in this video, I won't actually be plugging this in and showing you the user interface. There's already a lot of videos out there on YouTube or out there. If you want to check those out, go ahead. I won't really go ahead and show you the main user interface. If you look back on my YouTube channel, I actually have some older Rokus, and I actually already show you the Roku user interface, because I have been a long time user of Roku, so this isn't my first Roku. I've been a Roku user since the old Roku 2 XS, and that's been a long time ago, since like 2011. So there's really no point for me to show you the user interface on this. But let me tell you something, the user interface on this is very nice. All the Rokus have the same user interface, and this has the same user interface as the rest of the Rokus. The only difference is that this Roku has the old processor. It's not the 5X processor like the new Roku 3. So you will get some drops in performance with the Roku streaming stick. Now, when you're browsing through the main menus in the channel store and stuff like that, you won't really notice too much of lagginess or drops in speed and stuff. But when you're using this to like watch YouTube or Netflix, those apps take about 30 seconds to actually open up, which is kind of a big disappointment with me because Netflix and YouTube are some of my biggest, most used applications on the Roku streaming stick, and for them to take 30 seconds just to load up, it's kind of slow. But what can you expect for $50? Now, would I recommend the Roku streaming stick for $50? I highly would recommend the Roku stick for $50. If you're just a casual user or if you travel a lot, this is definitely a really good product. Just plug it in an open HDMI port and watch all your favorite streaming services on your big screen TV or whatever TV you have. This is a very, very good product just for $50. But if you're going to be using the Roku for a long time, I would highly recommend just buying the Roku 3. You'll be much more happier with the Roku 3 because YouTube and Netflix open in like 2 to 3 seconds on the Roku 3. Now, what I will say with the Roku streaming stick is they did add dual band Wi-Fi, so the Wi-Fi signal on here is definitely better than the older Roku one. Even the Roku 1 I don't think has the newer dual band Wi-Fi on here, so it does carry over the dual band Wi-Fi that the Roku 3 has. The Roku 3 does have the new dual band Wi-Fi, and this also does carry over the dual band Wi-Fi. I just wish the processor was faster on here. Most apps open up instantly. You really don't have a problem with that. The only real downside to this stick is YouTube and Netflix take a long time to load, if you consider 30 seconds a long time. But for me personally, 30 seconds is kind of a long time just staring at a screen that says Netflix, that says YouTube, and just waiting 30 seconds. But overall, I can highly recommend this to anybody looking for a good maybe birthday present or maybe Christmas present or any present in general. This is a very good device. You'll get a lot of entertainment for $50. And let me tell you before I end this video, there is something for everyone on this stick. There are over 1,000 channels on this stick, so you'll be sure to find something that you want to watch on this streaming stick. A lot of them are free, but there are paid services, of course, like Netflix, Hulu Plus, Blockbuster, MGO, things like that do cost money, but I'm sure you already know that. But for the majority of you, you really don't need to pay for anything on this stick. 99% of the content on here is free, and you will find something you want to watch for free. So I can highly recommend this is a must buy for present, or if you just want to watch entertainment. You'll have hours and hours of enjoyment with this Roku streaming stick. And peace out. I'll see you guys later in my next video.